Good morning and happy Monday. A little bit of a rough start to the day. Dean woke up about 4:30 this morning and was doing his weird shaking and thing again. This time he didn't really do the panting, but after about an hour he did start getting pretty warm, so we got him bundled up in a blanket, got a damp towel put over his ears, and just kind of snuggled him up like a little baby. And finally got him to go back to sleep, but I'm pretty exhausted. So not really how we want to start our day off, but he seems to be doing okay now. I don't really know what could be causing it because he's acting fine through the rest of the day. He's eating fine. He's not low energy. It just keeps happening around like 4:30, 5 o'clock every morning. But it didn't happen yesterday morning though. So I don't know what's going on. Anyways, it's 7 now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for work. Let's get to it. Today was the start of my last 2 weeks at my full-time job, which feels very weird. I mean, I've been there for 5 years now, so it's just a lot to take in. I feel that way too. This little guy has not been feeling great. Like this. This is my life all the time. I think he's having some anxiety, and I don't know if it's because of me or what the deal is. We also haven't been having as much time like cuddled up together as we normally do because I've been busy doing other things. Just taking the evening to relax with them. I wanted to have the video posted today. I have it ready and it's uploading, but my internet is so slow. It's been uploading since yesterday afternoon. It was only at 41% this evening. Try not to beat myself up too much about it and just kind of go with the process as I'm learning this, but it is what it is. I did also want to work on some other editing tonight, but I think I'm just going to call it a night tonight. I'm really tired. He's obviously not getting enough attention, and Sissy too. So we're just gonna relax tonight and I'm gonna let the internet do its thing and try to upload. I'm gonna read. I only have like 100 pages left of Where the Crawdads Sing. Should be getting that wrapped up here quick too. I really want to read, but like I also don't want to sit here and hold my book either. Sweetest. Oh, okay, pat me like one of your French girls. Oh, look at that belly. Look at that belly. Pretty girl. Pretty girl. My babies. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Alright, it is Wednesday. So heading out to yoga. It's still freezing. Yesterday was like 11 degrees when I was coming into work. It is at least up to 35 now, but just not enough. Can't wait for summer. Haven't really filmed much this week because there's just a lot going on, but looking forward to having some kind of relaxation time here for a little bit. Are you excited? candid, I don't really feel like doing this today. But I haven't been doing it the last couple days, and so I'm trying to like get myself out of this rut that I'm in right now. I am still struggling a little bit with the anticipation of all the changes. I also had some pretty bad news yesterday with my family, and hoping for the best. It's times like this that I want to say that it's times like this that I want to be closer with my family, but honestly, this is kind of one of those situations where I seclude myself a little bit more. I have a tendency to want people close, but not at all at the same time. It doesn't make sense to me either, honestly. I'm just really tired this week. I'm really drained. I'm having to remind myself of my why and pushing myself. I feel like it's been kind of one thing after another this week, and and even just like small things, I feel like I'm beating myself up so much more about. Like, I started uploading the first vlog on Sunday, and because of my internet, it didn't upload at all. I've been checking it the last couple days. It's now Wednesday, and it's finally uploaded and scheduled to post this next Monday, but it took 3 days for it to post, or for it to upload, and so that's so frustrating, and I'm beating myself up about it because I didn't have it done last week like I wanted to, and so like now I'm pushing out another week, and that's just frustrating for me. I also feel like I've been failing as far as creating content, but honestly, like, my life's so boring right now. As far as like the day-to-day, I'm home so much. I hate the winter. I don't like going and doing things. I want to be home constantly. I get really bad seasonal depression, and I struggle a lot, especially in January. January is always really hard for me. That being said, I feel like I started the month really high, and so I don't know if it's like with the cold front and stuff that's come in, if it just kind of knock that shit out, or what happened exactly. But like I said, I think it's also just like me being in my head a lot right now too, because my mind's on the new job and some of the things at my current work. It's being behind in things I wanted to be doing for Redbird. It's my family and their health. Dean's also not been feeling great either, and he's been waking up every morning with anxiety, and so I'm having to swaddle him like a little baby and put him back to sleep every morning, and so that has me tired, and I don't know, I'm just having a hard time right now, honestly, to be quite frank, and I think that's okay to say. I think it's okay to say that I do not want to be sitting in this chair right now. I want to be sitting on my couch. I want to be taking a nap. Honestly, I would be perfectly fine with going to bed right now, but I also haven't done any work the last 2 nights. Monday night, I wanted to spend some extra time with Dean, since I spent pretty much all day Sunday editing, and last night I just didn't have any kind of, I had no momentum, I had no motivation. I decided to just read, and which I finished. I finished reading Where the Crawdads Sing, so there's that. So I read and then watched a movie, and that was just kind of it. The things that I do have on my plate right now are a little overwhelming, and I'm just having a tough time this week in finding that inspiration. And I mean, like I said, I wanted this vlog to be about the ups and downs, about the ins and outs, what's going on in my whole life, and really like a behind the scenes look into what being a business owner looks like. And sometimes this is what it looks like. You just don't want to do it. I enjoy my work. I love my work. It brings me so much joy, but right now I do not want it. I don't want to do it. But I know I need to. So, with that being said, I have a few newborn photos to finish out for my friend, so that way I can get that project completed. and sent over to her, so I'm going to work on that a little bit tonight. I did finally post earlier about wanting to do the writers round, or like just getting a bunch of people together to write together. I actually had a lot more feedback on that than what I was anticipating, so I will say that that's kind of exciting. I am going to put together a group on Facebook, I think, and just put everybody in it, so that way we can kind of discuss on what dates are going to work the best together, and I can kind of get ideas from them on what they're thinking, because there are some people that are from out of state, so not everybody's in the Tulsa area, so I do want to give them a chance. It's just kind of hard whenever everybody has shows on the weekends, and most people have full-time jobs during the week. I think I'm going to work on that newborn stuff. I'm going to get that group put together, work on the newborn stuff, turn on some Supernatural so I can just kind of veg out for a little bit. Yeah, let's go. Happy Saturday. So I have taken the last few days just for myself. Like I said, we've had a lot going on in our family, and then with the new job and some other things that are going on, I just needed some time. I was actually supposed to go to a show in Oklahoma City last night and was like, I'm just so tired. I think I'm just gonna go home, and ended up being in bed by 9:30 and slept till 8:30 this morning. So like 12 hours of sleep. Needless to say, I've needed it, I guess. Today is a little different than the other Saturdays. I am kind of just knocking out some errands really this morning instead of doing my cleaning like I usually do on Saturday morning. Got up this morning, got ready, took care of the pups. I came over to get my oil changed, got that taken care of. I'm getting ready to go get my nails done, and then may do a little shopping as well. My new job is more like business casual, and I'm much more casual. So I want to just like get some more clothing that's a little bit more on like that like business casual side. I actually ordered myself a lot of new pants from Halara because I'm obsessed with them. I really like comfort more than anything, and so I love Halara because they're like professional looking clothing, but so comfortable, and like the funnest colors too. So I'm really excited for that, but I do need some more tops. So I think after I go get my nails done, I'm gonna go to Target and Ross probably as well, just for like basics. I am back home from my just day of me. I went to Ross and Target, got some new shoes, got some new clothes. I just want to like revamp my closet and my style and get back to where I'm like actually putting in an effort. So I just feel like the day to day I don't really try that hard. It's like whatever comfort thing I feel like wearing for the day. And so I do want to like get back to where I'm dressing cuter. So I'm actually gonna, I don't know. I've been super lazy tonight, if I'm being honest. I got my Whataburger, came home, sat down on the couch with the dogs, ate dinner, and I've been watching Selling the City. I love a good trash TV show, you know, something that just really lets me turn off my brain. But that being said, my car started being a little weird whenever I was getting home today, and that's stressing me out a little bit again. Because it's like one thing after another with this car, and I literally just got the oil change this morning, so here I am trying to be responsible, and now it's acting up again. I think to keep my mind off of my car, I'm going to go through my closet and get rid of things that I don't wear anymore to make room for the new clothes and all the clean laundry that I have yet to put up. I may have a 5 hour so I can energize myself. This is one of those things that I would typically probably like have a beer while I'm doing it. That way, like, I can have a good time. But I'm doing dry January, which is a little difficult right now because of all the stress. Don't like relying on alcohol or really anything else, especially if I am going through a tough time. I don't want it to become a crutch, and I don't want it to be a band-aid. I like to just make it through however I need to make it through on my own, and then have a drink to celebrate after. Here's to dry January and the next project, I guess. Let's get to cleaning out the closet.
A very tough spot.
Good morning. It's Sunday already, which is so crazy. I was up till after 1 a.m. last night going through my closet. I made it through my graphic tees and my shirts and was able to clear out a bunch from that. I want to go ahead and get it all done this morning. So before I go to lunch with my family, I'm going to go through my skirts, pants, and dresses, and then hopefully I'll have time to go through my jackets as well and get some of those cleared out. Look at how big of a pile I already have. Like, this is insane. That's stuff I'm getting rid of because I either don't wear it or I don't like the way it fits me anymore. So I did this last year too. Got rid of a bunch of stuff that I've been holding on to for a long time because I was holding it for when I lost the weight. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna end up losing weight, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of this stuff. I did a huge closet clean out. I think I got rid of like 3 or 4 totes worth of clothes. I ended up starting losing weight like a month later. And now I wish that I had a bunch of that stuff, but it's okay. We're moving on with life. So, but now a lot of the clothes that I kept then don't fit me properly anymore because of the weight loss. It's just an endless cycle, I feel like. All right, so it's becoming notorious for me to be doing the Sunday wrap-ups on Monday. Here we are. This Sunday was a little crazier than most. So this week was really rough for me as far as like staying motivated for the week and staying on track. I did not keep up with my planner for the week, which means I didn't keep up with my schedule or any of my to-dos. I didn't track any of my goals. Honestly, this last week, I just really zoned out for most of it, to the point that I was in bed at 9 o'clock 2 nights over the weekend. And honestly, it's like 9:30 right now, and I'm exhausted again. But I think this week is a testament of why it's important to keep pushing yourself through those moments. Like, allow yourself an hour or half a day, even maybe a full day, to just kind of reset yourself. Don't let it go a whole week. I feel like I lost a lot of time this last week because of just the headspace that I was in, which is understandable. I just have a lot of outside things that are piling up right now, but I'm letting outside stresses and worries take away from the time that I could be getting joy from Redbird, though. And this is something that brings me a lot of happiness and peace, and I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing whenever I'm doing this work. I always feel so much better whenever I've accomplished something or one of my goals for Redbird. And so I think just moving forward, like trying to keep myself on that track is going to be what's most important. I don't want to just be reliable to my clients. I want to be reliable to myself too. And so whenever I have these weeks like this, I feel like I let myself down. But in those cases, I think it's really important to highlight the things that you do accomplish and not harp so much on the things that you didn't. Say, okay, well, how do we reset for this next week, and how do we get back on track, instead of getting so derailed by that 1 week that you got off track. It's kind of like a diet, you know? Like, you have your cheat day or whatever, but don't let the cheat day turn into a week or a month, because then you're not going to be accomplishing your goal. Which reminds me, I also didn't stay on track for my diet last week either. What I learned this last week is that it's important to find a good balance between allowing yourself space and time for your personal life and still maintaining the grind for your business. I'm so glad that I took time with my family this last week and don't regret 1 second of any of that time. The time that I do regret to an extent is the time that I was here home alone and was either reading or cross-stitching instead of working on Redbird. I think there definitely was one night that I really needed it, and I should have kept with that. I think the other nights I probably could have pushed myself outside of that hump and then focused back in on it. But we're moving into a new week and new challenges. I'm so grateful for you guys keeping up with Wingin It and following along in this journey and letting me be my messy, crazy self. And I hope that somebody out there takes something from these videos and either just finds comfort in knowing that they're not alone in struggling with these feelings while going through their own business and, you know, their own passions, or you find inspiration to some extent. If this is part of it, it's not always glitz and glamour, and I think that's something that's kind of commonly misconstrued, especially in the avenue that I'm in. This last month has been pretty quiet, and so I think that's also part of what's kind of getting me in my head a little bit. So stay tuned for next week as I go head to head with some new challenges. Well, repeated challenges, I guess I should say. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week.